my people, business wise, personally, people I went to school with, and everybody just keep telling me about these struggles that they have going on and the things that they have to do and the things that they didn't think they would have to go through being an adult. And I just feel like, man, I can identify with that. And so, of course, my whole thing is helping people with their mental health. And what better way than to talk about the topics that we go through and work through every single day? I know that some of us are working through things that we feel like we would never have to deal with. One thing that I didn't think I was gonna have to be dealing with is like parenting my parents. And I used to hear people say that, and I'm like, man, what does that even mean? But of course, as your parents get older, and even though you're getting older as well, but it's things that they need your assistance with. And you never think that this will come back around so quickly. I know I didn't. And don't get me wrong, my mama is in good health, thank God. My father's in good health, thank God. But it's certain things that has changed that they didn't really have to deal with initially, and now they're having to learn different things. So I know, like with my mom, she always wanted me to help her with something online, help her with something on the computer. And it seems like something simple, but the more I'm like discussing things with her, it's like, okay, she really don't understand what this is, or she really don't understand what should happen next. And it's your job to keep your parents in the loop. You know, even though you're not a child anymore, you're more in the younger mind frame than they are to help with certain things. But I ain't gonna lie, it's some stuff that my mom has been more up to date about that I didn't know about. So we kind of work together with a lot of things. And it's just every day I'm constantly learning and growing. And I just feel like it's important that I don't leave my mom behind, I don't leave my dad behind, my aunts and uncles, my grandmother, because my grandmothers, because it's so many things that I don't want them to not understand if I'm not around. You know, it's our job to look up our people. And I feel like it's been very helpful because my kids help me. So it's like the stuff that I don't remember or don't understand, I can always refer to them, refer to my little cousins or my nieces and nephews. And usually they more than happy to help. Of course, they want something in return because, you know, them kids, they going to leave with something. But it's just, it's been a lot of fun just learning different things that I can help others with, not just my parents, not just my grandparents, but somebody else, you know, grandparent or somebody else, an uncle, because we all need help, right? We're all here to pay it forward. We're all here to just help each other out. So it's exciting for me every time I learn something new. Like it's so many things about AI that I'm still learning. I went to a conference and I learned so many ways that I could use the Chat GPT and all the other AI programs just to help with my business, just to help with my day-to-day life, just to help me in school. Like if I'm not understanding something, or I'm not sure how something sounds, I can actually see it, you know, see it before I put it on paper, see it before I put it on my Canva or whatever platform I'm using to build up something. And it's just being an adult right now, it can be a little challenging, but it can be exciting if y'all just trust the process. And I'm saying y'all, but I mean us. If we just trust the process and let things flow naturally how they should, we're gonna get through this thing, okay? So we're not gonna make adulthood a hard thing or a rough thing. We just gonna move through it with ease, keep it going, and keep it moving. So as always, I appreciate you guys for always tapping in, for sharing my show with people, for letting me know like where you feel like I'm doing well at, what you think I should add to it. I am excited about that. And people say, you don't get mad when people try to correct something. No, please correct me because I'm not perfect. I'm not a computer. I'm not a robot. It's things that I'm going to make a mistake on. It's things that I don't know. So please tell me. I'm not the one that's gonna get offended by no means. Now we're gonna be respectful though when we do it. So as long as you're respectful, you know, it don't bother me at all. I have people that chime in on YouTube, they have suggestions or they'll have their comments. I have people on TikTok that say different things. Instagram because I put all of the shows on all the platforms because I'm excited about the inputs people have. I'm excited about what I could bring to the show, and I want to, let Miss Feed and the diva know that I appreciate them, and they need to see the growth in the show. They need to see that we serious about what we're doing on Just Talks because we are. We always working. We always got something to do to talk about, and we always giving the people what they need and some of what they want. And I feel like me picking mental health as the overall talk is important because we all are thinking about things that we didn't think we would have to process. And one thing that I discussed at the beginning of like season 1, season 2, I was talking about the things that I learned from teaching this course. I taught this course called Art of Thinking for those of you that don't know, and it's in different cities, different towns, but it's here in Houston at most of our schools. So what we have been discussing is the thought process, and it's metacognition, the thought process of your thinking, like thinking about your thinking. And people like, what do that even mean? Whenever you think of something, are you cognitive of what it means or what it's saying about you or about that thing? Because when we learn something new, sometimes we want to push it away. We don't want to deal with it, or we feel like we automatically can't do this thing. But that's not the truth. When we learn something new, it's an opportunity to gain new information. It's an opportunity to help somebody else with something. And so metacognition is just that, thinking about your thought process, thinking about the things that you are thinking about what's going to help you, what's going to hurt you. All of this is important, and it's layers to our minds, it's layers to how we process things. And I feel like that is important. I'm going to school now to finish up my counseling master's. And so I think about all this stuff and I think about how I can apply what I have learned in the past to what I'm learning presently to help me on my life journey. And a lot of times we say, you live by example. So I can't tell somebody to do something that I'm not currently doing. And when I tell y'all, I'm all day in my head trying to think of a better situation for whatever project I'm on, trying to think of something for my kids, trying to think of something for my family, for my business. And I'm probably like overthinking so many things because it's just so many ideas that you be having. You have all these thoughts and you have like a vision of how you think something is supposed to go. And then it's like, boom, all of that is blown up in your face when one of your steps have not been thought through properly, or one of the ideas you had kind of blows up in your face because it don't go how you think it should go. And it's just so many ways that we can learn from what we have going on, or learn from things that we feel like was a mistake, or learn from people that we feel like shouldn't have been a part of our life journey. And it's like living with no regrets is one thing that I have built myself up to, because we have to go through things. If you don't go through something, how will you learn something new? If you don't see that something went wrong, how will you know when something went right? If you don't learn that this person tried to take advantage of you, how will you know when the next person trying to take advantage of you? And I'm a strong believer that you can't use me, you can't manipulate me, because at the end of the day, I am genuine in my giving, I'm genuine in what I do for people. So I've been learning. People have really thought that they got over on me, and I just laugh because you can't use somebody that wanted to help you. Like, I did things for people because I genuinely wanted to see them do better. I genuinely wanted to see them excel and go next level with whatever they was doing. I'm big on helping people with their projects. Now, if it's something that I can offer, if it's information, if it's a resource, I'm always Johnny on the spot or Janie on the spot, however you would say it, and helping somebody improve on whatever they're doing in their life and their business with their kids. Because I tell people, I ain't perfect. I don't know everything, but I know a little something about everything. And whatever I don't know, I know how to research it, or I know somebody that knows, because we are all here to help each other out. If you're not helping somebody learn something new, or if you're not gaining something from somebody that you're dealing with, you need to not deal with them. And that's what I have learned. The more I've been working with people, the more I've been selling in business, the more that I've watched my kids grow, it's like all of this is full circle. And what can I gain from what's going on? How can I help somebody else with this? Or do I just need to part ways right now and go about my business, let them go on about their business? And this is adulthood. And so persevering through this has not been as easy as I thought it was going to be, but I'm learning that it's not as hard as I'm making it either. So I don't know if y'all feel the same way. I don't know if you feel like, man, we're just talking about. I'm talking about life, y'all, real life. I talk about real life things in real time at that time because we never know what's going to help us. We never know what's going to hurt us at the same time. But just take it, learn from it, and keep it moving. I was speaking today of words of the day on the podcast earlier, talking about stress. What are some stressors that you have? What is a positive stressor? What is a negative stressor? And I feel like that's important to be able to identify. If I don't know what's helping my life or what's helping my situation, how can you pay attention to the things that are hurting it? Now, we don't want to focus on the negative stressors, but they do need to be identified. Identifying these things can really help you process things better. It can help you with your communication base. It could just help with so many things when you know, okay, this is a problem for me, or this is a problem area, or that person is a problem for me. Like, let me not deal with this person at this time. Let me not talk to this person at this time of the day. When you know you're trying to be at your most productive, do not be accepting phone calls from people that's always having drama going on. Do not be accepting phone calls from people that you know want to beg for something because you have to protect your energy, especially when you're being creative. And for all my entrepreneurs, for all my artists, for all my people that's working on different projects to better their life and others, you have to take hold of your time and treat it like it's everything because you cannot get time back. We can always make up money, we can always make new friends, but the time that you give to people, the energy that you exhaust, you cannot get these things back. So y'all protect your energy at all costs. Like, don't be the one falling in depression, falling in what, just going crazy out your head, crashing out on people when you know you just shouldn't have been in those situations in the first place. Trust y'all first minds, and I'm learning to do that as well. If something look bad, y'all, it's probably not the best for you. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we can be a little impulsive. When I say we, I mean me. But after you really think through things and you say, okay, so this could have helped me if it would have went this way, but ultimately it could hurt me if I do this, if I do that. So I'm constantly like processing things that's going to help me or help with whatever project I'm on or help whoever I'm dealing with. Or is this really a resource? Is this person really resourceful? Like, all of these things are constantly going through my mind because we have to be able to make a decision quickly. We don't want to be playing around, wasting time, wasting other people's time. Let's be productive. Let's keep things going. And let's make sure that we always stand on course. Always focus on the plan and not the mood. The mood is going to change always. Our feelings are temporary. We can be happy 1 minute, sad 1 minute, then ready to fight the next minute. And this can all be in the course of one day, of 1 hour, of 2 hours. And then what? We done blew out everything that we done worked hard for because we mad or because somebody upset us or somebody rubbed us the wrong way or somebody looked at us crazy. So with adulthood, we have to be able to use our mind in the best way. That's why I always speak about mental health because it's so imperative to everything that we do. And so while we take this quick break, this music break, I want y'all to process it. Like, what are some stresses in your life that could be positive or negative? Or do you even realize the difference? That's important too. Do you know when something is a stressor that could be a positive thing and you looking at it the wrong way? So it's called perspective. So what is your perspective on these things? And if it's a negative deal, like, what can we do better the next time? Let's not make this be such a bad deal, right? Hey YouTube, what y'all up to? Hey TikTok, what y'all up to? Instagram, what's going on? It's Jess and Jess Talks, and this is episode 54. 5. I'm so excited, y'all. I would have never thought, and I know I say this a lot, but I have to keep saying it. I never saw myself being on a radio. I never see myself being a YouTuber. I never saw myself like really just engaging and talking to people all over the world because that's what I've been doing when I'm on YouTube, when I'm on TikTok, when I'm on Snapchat. People been chiming in with me that I do not know. And it's exciting. I thank God for the opportunity. I thank God for you guys always being a part of the show, sharing, tapping in, liking, making your comments. And people feel like it bothers me when somebody say something that's not as nice as what I have said and tried to put into the world. But I'm telling y'all now, it do not faze me. People have been saying things that is not true about me my entire life. So this is no different. When we on here, y'all do not know me for real. And so I'm not mad at y'all if you don't like something I said, if you feel like I should have said something better, or you feel like you don't like the hair, don't like the makeup, well, like whatever it is that y'all have a problem with, that's y'all problem. That's not just problem. So I always know that you are not offending me whenever you give your opinion or whatever you give your input or whatever is going on and taking place with Jess. All right. Because I'm always here to love on others and to give back and to put positive energy into the world. Now, if y'all want to bring that negative energy, that's on y'all. That ain't on me. I ain't taking it personally because I don't know you know way. But it's always, if you want to hear me talk about something, chime in, let me know, and I don't mind, putting it into the next season or possibly the next episode, depending on what the topic is. And I'm just here to help, literally. And my sister gave me a new hashtag, and it was so funny because she said something, and then I replied to this. She said something else, and she said she was just doing her best. So y'all look at that's gonna be on a shirt or a hat soon because Tinted Elite do not play. They always give me the things that I need. I have something new that is going to be popping out for our show next Saturday. So next Saturday is our Jess Marketing and Mimosas event, part 7. So I'm very excited about that. It started off as an idea years ago, and now I'm on part 7. I did not see it going as far as it has gone, and I'm just grateful again and thankful, and I'm full of gratitude for these opportunities to help others because I'm big on giving back where I can, however I can. Now, some people be like, man, you really be trying to help like that? Yeah, I really do. I was just recently helping at a program over this last 2 months at one of the colleges out here in Houston, TSU TRIO program. And so it gives high school students and some middle school students an opportunity to be on the college campus and have the college experience. So they're in the dorms, they're walking around the big campus, they're in the auditorium room setups, giving lectures, and giving an opportunity to sit inside of a college before they even close to being a college student. And when I saw that I could be a part of this, I'm like, you know what? Let's go, let's do it. And I was teaching the entrepreneurship course, and I learned so much when engaging with them kids. I learned so much when engaging with the staff there, and I just always love to take those opportunities that I know can help me help others and put others in a better, way, a better track, or what have you. So I'm always literally just here to help. Let me see. All right, KRB, we are back. So I want to tell y'all once again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for all that you have done. Thank you for all that you're going to do. Because look, it's up. This is episode 55. Episode 55, y'all. And I just can't stop saying how excited and how happy I am to be a part of this. And I feel like sometimes it's a little surreal. It's unreal to me because I'm like talking to people that literally had aspirations of being on the radio, of being on shows, of doing all these things. And I'm the one doing it, and they're not. And so that's why I don't take it lightly. I give 120 and 30% every time I'm on here. Every time I get off, I am tired, y'all. When I finish doing the show, I don't have nothing left. You hear me? So I'm literally exhausted myself when I'm on here because I want to make sure that I'm giving y'all something real. I'm giving y'all something consistent each time. And y'all are not missing out on information because look, when I tell y'all I am just here to help however I can, I really am. So back to adulthood with the stressors. I feel like at times I have friends and family that are working towards goals, y'all, and they be so hard on themselves. And I know they're being hard on themselves because I used to do the same thing. So it's like not used to. Sometimes I still do. Let me not try to act like this. It's some days I'm just kind of like, man, what is the point? What is the purpose? Why am I doing this? Why does people trust me on their platform? Why does people chiming in on this, that, and the other? Because you be feeling like sometimes you're doing something and it's for no reason. But let me tell you now, as I remind myself, everything has a purpose. You have a purpose. Whatever you're working on, working towards, it is purposeful. So don't give up on whatever you're doing. Don't give in to what the naysayers are saying, the people that really are not on your team. They really not here to support you. Don't worry about them. That's their problem, however they feel. That's on them if they don't believe in themselves enough to do something different and to work towards something bigger than what they are doing currently. Because everything I do, I know for a fact is bigger than me. It's been days where I'm like, man, I don't even know if what I said made any sense. And somebody a DM me or somebody will reach out to me and say, man, I really need to hear that. And so those are the moments where I am reminded that, okay, this is for real. This is bigger than me, even though I was tired and didn't feel like doing it this day. And it ain't even that you don't feel like doing it. It's just you're really tired. Like your mind is going and you're like, man, do I even have what it takes to get this done today? So that's one of the things. And so, y'all, today I have a special guest, Mr. Ryan J. So my baby, Ryan, he always say that he want to get on the show, y'all. So y'all bear with us because this is his first time being on the radio, Mr. Ryan J. So Ryan, tell the people who you are.
Um, I'm Ryan J. Mays, the son of You Know Who and Pursues Us by Jess. And I hope I see every last one of you at Jess Marketing Mimosas.
I know that's right.
I've been practicing how to say it.
So Ryan, we're talking about persevering. Do you know what persevering means? All right, so persevering means to move past situations in your life. Like you know how like you'll feel like you can't do something or something is getting too hard and you could just easily just stop, right?
Oh, like when I try to clean my room, but it gets like to a point where I try to give up.
Right, but you don't stop, right? You keep going until the room is clean. Thank God. So, so that's one of the things that we are talking about in this show. And so, what example besides your room could you give about a time you had to persevere through something? I have an idea, but I'm gonna let you see what you think.
My math test. It like we didn't even learn about all the stuff in the last test, the reading test.
Mm-hmm.
All those things we never learned about it. So Miss Connolly, she said it was fine. So we were able to go to these parties. Like before my school year was over, we had an ice cream party to celebrate because second grade did the best on the test.
I know that's right. And so y'all was turning up.
We watched the basketball movie. And y'all's like make me like Mike.
Okay. Did you enjoy the movie?
Yes, I watch it all the time.
And so, I hope you don't. Do you mind me sharing something that we did together and we had the first week? Okay. So, do you mind or you don't mind? It's okay that I say it. All right. So I want to make sure y'all. I don't want to say nothing that my baby feel like he don't want nobody to know. So Ryan had a deal where he's always been very smart. Both of my children are very smart. Thank God. They have a really good understanding. They process things well. So Mr. Ryan he had a thing going on where here and there sometimes he felt like he couldn't read certain things and he was struggling with it. And so what I did was ask him, would he mind if we worked together on improving his reading?
Yeah.
And so each day, y'all, after school, we would do like 20 to 30 minutes extra and we would read. He would do sight words. And now he feels way more confident and comfortable with reading. Do you agree?
And my teacher, Miss Conley, said my reading was on point.
I know this right. And it's just watching him persevere through that as a young child, because sometimes kids they get so embarrassed that they don't want to do something or they feel like they can't persevere, and at that time they don't understand that that's what that is, persevering. But that's why I work my hardest to help my kids use their common sense but also their emotional intelligence, because that is an emotion, right? Because you feel sad about not being able to read at times,
Yeah.
even though you could read, but you wasn't comfortable reading at the time. So,
I used to get bullied about that.
You used to get bullied?
By every last one of my cousins. Except for Julia.
Okay. And
Julia
so,
helped.
how did that make you feel?
So sad. Like, very sad.
Okay, so do you feel like the things that I've taught you helps you understand that you have to control your emotions?
Yeah. And Miss Conley.
Okay.
And my counselor, Miss Arms.
So, what would you say if somebody is feeling like they're being bullied? What advice would you give them? How could they persevere or move past it?
I would say ignore the bullying and keep on going, because that just because they think that you're lame doesn't mean you're actually lame. Okay. Because you're better than them in every single way.
I know this right.
Because bullies, sometimes they really don't get good grades, but you are smarter and they are not. So just cancel out those bullies and let all the good energy in.
Okay. And so, do you feel like at times that even though they were bullying you and they were being mean to you, do you think that maybe it's something wrong with them? That's why they acting like that?
Because there's always a reason that somebody's doing this to you, because they have a problem with something they have. Mm-hmm. So just ignore them, and then they'll soon go away. Because I had a bully on my bus, and once I started ignoring him, he became my friend.
Okay. And so, what's one of the things I told you? I told you hurt people. What? Mm-hmm. Hurt people. Hurt people. Remember? Remember I told you. So you had this situation when you talked about that girl.
Oh yeah.
And I told you that because she hurt your feelings, you want to hurt her feelings.
Pigtail, ugly, fat girl.
Don't do that, y'all.
What? She was pigtail and she was ugly and fat girl.
But remember, I told you only talked about her because what?
I was angry.
And so you wasn't probably using your...
Because I didn't mean to say that to her. I was just angry, like, at that time.
Right, because your feelings was hurt, right?
Yeah, because they kept on bullying me and my friends, so I had to say something.
But that's what I'm saying. So hurt people because you was hurt in that moment. You wanted to hurt her, right? And so remember that hurt people hurt people.
I wanted to do more than say something.
Well, I'm glad that you did it. Okay, and remember,
I would have been in the principal box.
You would have been in the principal box. You probably would have got in a lot of trouble when you got to the house. I guarantee you that, because we're not doing that, right? So, do you have any questions for me? And try to act right.
I have questions. Let me think. Let me gather my thoughts. Mommy, well, remember that time where you had a hard thing with your homework, right?
Yes.
And remember that time you accidentally put something in there and you kept on going because you said like it can make something better.
Oh.
The citrus scalp treatment.
Yeah, so I have a product called Just Scalp and Hair Treatment, right? And so the ingredients for that one is another ingredient that doesn't go in the main scalp treatment that I made initially, but I had a plan to make another one with the citrus in there, but I wasn't trying to do it that time, but because their
Right,
bottle
because
is
they
this,
look the
yes,
same.
their bottle
So,
had the same color bottle as the other
and she wasn't
ingredient.
looking. She was paying attention
And
because she was
I
so
was paying
focused.
attention, but I didn't look at the label because I assumed that I put that ingredient right there. At any rate, I was like, man, at first I'm like, dang, I messed it up. But I used, I
I told her to
controlled
calm
my emotions.
down.
Yes, you did. Thank you. And so, because of my son, he was utilizing his emotional intelligence and made me
And
tap
my
into mine
ideas.
and his ideas. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? I was going to do one with the citrus in there. So it's not a complete
Mess
mistake,
up.
mess up. I was gonna use another word we use in policing, but I ain't gonna say that with my baby right here. But at any rate, I thought I messed it up, but all I did was push forward and make the new product ahead of schedule. So it wasn't something that was wrong. It was just something that I didn't mean to do in that moment, but it was gonna happen in the future. It was gonna happen in the near future, matter of fact. But I did it. It's done, and we've already sold some with the citrus in there. So y'all tap in. If y'all want to get y'all Just Scalp and Hair Treatment with the citrus added in there, please let me know.
And if you are allergic to it, make sure you listen to this video.
Yes, we do not want to mess up nobody's hair, scalp, skin, none of that.
We don't want
So
you. We don't want you to bounce to the hospital.
right, we don't want that. So if you're allergic to anything, always let Jess know because I'm just here to help and I want to help you on your hair and your skin journey. We don't want to hurt you at all. We do want to help you though. So I'm just always encouraging people, to be open and honest about what they have going on. Because if you're allergic to something, that's important for anybody to know, especially when it comes to food, when it comes to anything you have to ingest, when it's anything you have to apply to your hair, your skin. Like all of this matters, y'all. So if you're allergic to like nuts, citrus, some people are allergic to certain herbs, like whatever you're allergic to, y'all, please let myself or whoever you're with
Or me.
or right, all right, know like what's going on. And so, Ryan, if you could pick one thing about this summer that you've been enjoying, tell me that. What you've been enjoying for this summer?
Hmm. Hmm. Anything that I've been growing older and older, and that I have a new job.
You have a new job? Where you work at?
A new job.
Where your job at, RJ?
My uncle's
I
shop.
know that's right. And so, what is
Famous J.
Famous J?
If you don't get a haircut there, you don't get a haircut anywhere.
Right. I know that's right. Shout out to my brother Justin, Famous J, Famous Ways. If you go in there, you get your hair cut the famous way. That's what my boy say, and it's the
And
truth.
you have to pay $5 to pet the most adorable dog
Oh
that's
yeah,
ever lived, and his
famous.
name is Famous. After Famous J's.
Look, I have a new fur nephew, Famous. My brother has a dog named Famous, and he's adorable. He's the
And he's
cutest.
my uncle's son.
Right.
So, as I should say, my cousin.
Right. I know that's right. So let me think. What I was going to ask you, I lost my track of thought. Oh, so out of all the things that you have helped me with, what is your favorite thing to do with me?
Make shows and make people happy with you.
Oh, thank you.
Because every person matters.
Everybody matters. That's right. And we want to help people, right? We want to help people grow, not keep nobody low. Shout out to ADG Fee, our cousin. He always say that. And so I'm on here and I'm sitting with you. And y'all, at first, every time I would do a show with Ryan, he would be cutting up. Y'all know, like cutting up. So I'm very excited to see him sitting here like a big boy. He's sitting here like a big boy, y'all. So round of applause, my baby. We're gonna cheer my baby on. And it's so many things that I watch my kids do, and sometimes I'm blown away. Like I know they my kids, and I know like they getting bigger, but at times I'm like, he really a cool little kid on the cool, What?
I have something I really want to tell him. I want to tell
What?
him about something that starts with a B and ends with a K.
What? Not right now. Not yet. It's too
Yes.
soon.
No,
It is too
please,
soon.
please. I want them to be excited when I want them they're gonna be excited when I tell them, but once it comes out and they read it, they're gonna be happy.
Well, let's just say you're working on a project. Don't tell the people your business just yet. It's still brewing. So don't tell them just now.
Okay, so
So,
I'm working on a family project.
right.
So everybody in my family will be involved with it. You will know soon enough. I'm going to be, and I probably might make a book about your family soon.
Yep. All right, y'all. So RJ is working on a project, so we're gonna keep him in our prayers and keep supporting him on everything he's working on and building towards. And one thing that I'm excited about, he has been learning how to play the piano, so I'm excited about that. We will say that.
And soon I might be on Mommy's show playing the piano for you guys.
I know this right. Look, we working on big things over here. We ain't stagnant. We always on to the next thing, the next project, right, RJ?
Mm-hmm. And shout out to my, should I say this year?
What?
It was kind of this year or last year?
Last year, because we went to the new school year.
Last year, I'm going to shout out to my teacher, Miss Connolly, Mr. Matson, and Miss Arms, and all my ancillary teachers, because they helped me with all my performances and everything that I've done at that school, and I'm going back to it. So if any of y'all are watching this, then shout out to you guys.
I know that's right. Yeah, so as always, I appreciate y'all support. And so we're going to take a quick music break.
I said I never had a music. And I might just become a singer. I might just sing for
Okay, YouTube. So we appreciate y'all. We thank y'all for following us today. We thank y'all for sharing anything that you've been thinking. We thank you for all the love that you have shown us. RJ, what you want to tell the people before we sign off?
When you feel good, when you look good, you feel good. And what's your Jamie's merch called?
Huh?
What's your Jamie's
Oh, Tinted Elites.
Tinted Elites. My Aunt Jamie's beautiful artwork. She makes clothes and they are amazing.
I know that's right.
And if you want to send her some clothes that she can tamper with, then head on out.
All right, y'all. Thank you for the support again, and thank you for tapping in. It's Jess and JessTalks, and this was episode 55. And listen in and tap in for the next week's when we talk about Jess Marketing Mimosas Part 7 for next Saturday, July 19th, 2025 at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Love y'all. Bye.
We love you guys.